Another day, another book haul. I got all of these books for just $1 at my local thrift store that has this amazing deal where it's like you can fill a grocery bag with as much books as you want and you only have to pay $1. Here's what I grabbed. The first one is going to be 3 in a row, and it's the Lord of the Rings book series. Now, don't shoot the messenger. But what I have heard is that the movie adaptation of the books so much better than the books itself, which I know. Don't shoot me. Apparently, the novels, for what it is, amazing, phenomenal, by Tolkien. But the movies sets an unrealistic expectation that the books are going to be fast-paced, engaging, and battle scenes everywhere. But apparently, that is just not the case. So I'm going to walk into this without having my expectations too high, because if I do, I might be disappointed. And to be fully transparent before I move on to the next book, this haul right here has been sitting on my bookshelf for like a few weeks now. And I just decided to do this whole book social media thing not too long ago. Better to share with you late than never. The next one is going to be a series of books from none other than Brandon Sanderson. So when I decided to get into books and have books be my personality, I made the decision to be open-minded to all genres and all topics and all authors. But I do have a soft spot for fantasy books. And based on my limited research, everyone screams the highest praise to Brandon Sanderson, saying his books are just phenomenal. So the fact that I was able to find these at the thrift store for only $1 as a bundle, not $1 each, but for all of this to be just $1, I remember feeling like I won the lottery that day. But anyways, the first one is going to be The Alloy of Law, a Mistborn novel by Brandon Sanderson by the publisher Thor. So whenever I see this publisher right here, is it safe to say that the book is going to be a banger, or are there hits and misses with anything else in life? I don't know. But Alloy of Law is book 1. And then I also got Elantris. And when I picked this book up from the shelf at the store, it was falling apart. So when it came home, I had to do a makeshift surgery by putting duct tape on the spine. And I still can't believe that I'm holding Elantris in my hand right now. The fact that I found this at the thrift store, I'm like the luckiest guy. And to be honest with you, I have not read a single Brandon Sanderson novel. And apparently Elantris is the spot to start with, the book to start with. So this one is going to be on my to-be read list and on an expedited fast lane. And the last one seems to be a children's novel, Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, and I'm not going to discriminate because even though I'm a 30-something-year-old, I'm not just going to read books catered towards adults. I also think books that are catered towards young adults and children are going to be part of my arsenal because they're going to be faster to read, they're going to be more engaging and easier. Because the last thing that I want to do is pick up books that are all like 1,000 pages long and then have me burn out and then have me throw in the white flag and say I am just not interested in reading books anymore. That's the last thing I want. So right now is a pretty exciting time in my life because I'm reading anything and everything. And fun fact, I'm actually reading like 5 books right now at the same time. And all 5 of those books are in different genres. That way, if I get tired of reading one, I just jump to the next one. And I embrace the hybrid modality. Some of them are physical books and others audiobooks. It's just one way for someone that has ADD and ADHD to stay engaged and have fun while reading. I feel like if this was school again and it was just one book assigned to me and I had to read it in a forceful nature, I feel like I wouldn't enjoy reading. But because I'm an adult that has freedom to make any choice that I want and to pick the books that I actually want to read, I think that's what is allowing me to have such a good time right now with reading books. Now, would I recommend for a normal person with a normal brain to read 5 books at once? Absolutely not. But if you have ADD or ADHD, don't knock it till you try it. When you read multiple books and you have multiple universes, it allows you to jump from one to the other whenever you get bored. Fantastic way to keep reading. And the last book is The Alchemist by Michael Scott. No idea what this is. This was a blind buy. I was just like, I saw the title and I was like, hey, that sounds pretty interesting. The Alchemist. I did a quick Google search and I was really lucky because this is book 1 of the series. And it turns out that the reviews say it's pretty good. It's an interesting read. I don't know. So what do you think about my book haul right here? Wouldn't you agree with me that I'm the luckiest thrift haul shopper, whatever, in this world? How do I find Lord of the Rings and Brandon Sanderson on the same day in the same visit? All that to say, what do you think? Have you read some of these books? Which ones can you vouch and personally recommend as good reads, and which ones are not worth my time? If you let me know in the comments section, I would really appreciate it. With that said, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay safe.